If you have turned on a Windows PC recently, you have likely dealt with the glare of Copilot. Microsoft aggressively pushed visible AI interface elements onto desktops, flooding your workspace with prompts you never asked for. Microsoft appears to be conceding to the intense backlash. According to reporting from Windows Central, the company is quietly removing these obvious AI buttons and search bars from the desktop interface. As a consumer, you go into your settings, you hit hide or uninstall, and your screen clears up. Your desktop looks like your own again. However, sweeping a desktop shortcut into the recycling bin has zero impact on the underlying code. The related AI services and integrations remain fully active on your machine, having been pushed entirely out of your line of sight. Microsoft is maintaining its AI infrastructure while removing the user's ability to monitor it. This cosmetic fix creates a false sense of security. It leads users to believe they have opted out of a data collection system that is actually expanding its reach. This 3D diagram shows the actual architecture of the modern Windows environment. When we leave the Surface GUI, the interface you interact with, and travel down into the Core OS layer, the scope of the shift becomes clear. Down here, a network of persistent background intelligence runs continuously, operating entirely beneath your awareness. Two specific features drive this shift: semantic search, a tool that scans and indexes your files by their meaning rather than just their file names, and recall, an integration that takes constant snapshots of your active screen. Unlike standalone applications that can be easily uninstalled, these features exist as integrated system components. Adjusting your taskbar preferences or hiding consumer-facing widgets fails to reach these deep system functions. By embedding intelligence directly into the system's core, Microsoft ensures the machine requires these background processes to function, regardless of your interface settings. This structural shift creates a divide between two distinct types of Windows environments: the heavily managed corporate network and the isolated individual home PC. Microsoft built a true kill switch for these AI tools, but they restricted access to it. A recent Bleeping Computer report confirms that IT administrators are granted strict policy-based controls. Corporate IT departments have the authority to regulate or remove Copilot from their hardware entirely. Looking at this logical flowchart, we can see how this works in practice. On the enterprise side, administrators use Intune and Group Policy. These are enterprise-grade device management tools to physically sever the AI connection node from the OS node. On the consumer side, you lack access to Intune. When you attempt to block these processes, you are forced into a maze of blocked routes and circular loops in the system registry. The AI connection remains attached. The control menus you are allowed to access function like a plastic steering wheel. They look functional, but they only alter cosmetic appearances without executing any systemic commands. This deeply embedded architecture turns basic privacy and device ownership into a premium feature, reserved solely for paying corporate clients. Pulling back from the individual machine, we see an entire ecosystem that has been re-engineered around these submerged AI integrations. Microsoft is hiding the interface to focus on pervasive computing, where the machine quietly watches and anticipates your needs in the background. Enterprise environments walk away from this transition with flexibility, oversight, and absolute control over their network operations. The average end user is left with a system defined by reduced visibility, stripped authority, and a total lack of meaningful choices. Owning a personal computer used to mean you held sole authority over what processes ran on your hardware. Now, the underlying architecture operates as a shared space with an autonomous system. Windows has evolved into a system defined by an invisible intelligence the average user can neither see nor truly turn off.